Format of a trading account using T-line method. So if you are preparing a trading account, we have two methods of preparing a trading account. We have T-line method, which is called horizontal method, and another method which is called vertical method. So if you are using horizontal method, it means that you are going to the account should be like this T format, like this one now. It should be like you should display it like this. But if you are using the vertical method, that means you don't need to draw this kind of line. I will show you how to do it in my next video. So we have two methods. T-line method, which is called horizontal method, which is this one I'm doing now. This one is T-line method. The other method, which is called vertical method. So let's discuss now. Look at this now. ABC Enterprise Trading Profit and Loss Account as at year ended 31st December 2000 and you put your date. Now let's look at it now. The first one is opening inventory. Opening inventory, which is called opening stock. So inventory is stock. So opening stock, you put the amount. This X means the amount, the figure. So it represents the figure because we are just doing the format. So we will say prepare the account later, but let's do the format of it so that when you understand the format, it will be easier for you to prepare the account when the figures are given to you. Then the opening inventory, the next thing you are going to do is you add your purchases. You add purchases. So you check from the illustration, from the question, you see the amount of purchases there, you add it. When you add, you put your purchases amount. Then the next one is carriage inwards. So if there is the item like carriage inwards in the list, then you bring it and add it together with the purchases. They add three of them together. So when you add three of them together, then you calculate it for you to arrive at this amount here. So when you arrive at this amount, you now check if there is anything like returns outwards. Like I said, returns outwards means the quantity of goods which you return to the supplier, maybe because of some deficiencies or because of their low standard, or so you return them. So as you're returning them, you are lessing them from the amount of purchases. So look at this. You less, that is why you less it. You less returns outwards. And you know that this bracket signifies the less. When you are lessing something in accounting, you put bracket. Anywhere you see bracket, you will look at it very well. You will see the less. You see the less where I'm lessing something there. So the less will be in it will serve as the prefix. Now you less it. When you less it, what you're going to get, you call it cost of goods available for sale. See it here. So this amount, when you less it, you get this amount. Then you now call it cost of goods available for sale. Then you now less your closing inventory. You less it from the cost of goods available for sale. So your closing inventory, you less it. When you less it, just look at it again. Less. Whenever you see less, you will see the bracket there. The same thing with this one. You see less here. Then you see the bracket there. So that is how you have to prepare accounting. Then when you less your closing stock, that is the closing inventory, what you're going to get is what is called cost of goods sold. Then cost of goods sold, you arrive at cost of goods sold. Then remember, I told you that if you want to ascertain the gross profit, what you are going to do is you less the cost of goods sold from the sales. That is to say, sales minus cost of goods sold. Sale minus cost of goods sold. When you less it, what you're going to get is called gross profit. When the amount is positive, when it's showing a positive figure, it is called gross profit. But when it's showing a negative figure, it is gross loss. So let's okay, look at this. Remember, we have something like something called net sales. We have net sales there. So how do we arrive at the net sale? Net sale, for you to arrive at net sale, it means that there is returns inward. So when there is returns inward, it means that you are going to less it from the sales. So you less returns inward. Remember, I'm supposed to put less here. You less returns inward. You put it, see the bracket here. Then you arrive at what? Net sales. So the net sales now minus cost of goods sold will give you what? Gross profit. It will give you gross profit. Then you close your account. You bring your gross profit down here. If it's gross loss, it means that this gross profit carried down it's not supposed to be here. It will move to this side. But because it's gross profit, that is why it is allowed to stay in this side, on the debit side.